day at a WeWork. I'm at my usual place. You know what, honestly, it feels like as winter approaches, November, December, January, February, I think I'm gonna be nearly always here. The reason for that is because I do feel a lot more disciplined by coming actually here. Because if I'm at home, I honestly feel it's so much easier for me to get distracted. And I know it's an excuse, but I just feel so much better here. Really, maybe it's just a whole vibe, like people working all around me, but I'm enjoying it. And that's why, if you want to meet me, come and find me. I'm usually at the WeWork at Paddington. I think it's 5 Merchant Square. That's where I am. 5th or 6th floor, to be more specific. But today is let's call it kind of like growth day and client day. So I already had a couple of calls with clients, and then later today I'm having another 2 or 3 calls, 1 hour each. And then in between, what I'm working now on is 2 things. One, I'm building AI agents, which I think could be interesting, and I'll even show you some of the stuff I'm doing, or just kind of like share examples to really inspire you a bit, if you're not doing that currently in your business. And then the second thing I wanted to kind of like discuss, again, as always, is software development and products and building cool stuff. So that's the plan really for today. All right, I guess let me show you one of the simplest way to automate anything that you're doing. Because the interesting thing, so many people perceive AI and all of the AI agents, automations, as something super, super complex. And this is literally just what I'm working on right now, and I'm just happening to be recording all of this. So I thought, let me just show it to you in real time, because no matter whether you're just starting out or you are a $1 million, $10 million, $100 million business, I can guarantee you will always constantly find things that you can automate in your life or in your business, because I literally do that every week. I'm a big fan of it, as you can probably tell. And even I still find constantly things that I can automate. Let me show you the simplest example, but again, I think this would be more of an inspiration for you. I'm going to use Zapier just to show you one of the agents I'm working on now. Zapier is an amazing tool. You know, in simple words, you can basically connect any of the apps that exist out there. For example, add new Facebook lead ads, and then that adds a row on Google Sheets, get email notifications or send follow-ups to new Typeform respondents. In my case, the example that I'm going to show you, some of you might know that I'm producing this Value Creator Talk weekly, where I'm talking about the most practical and tactical things, news, insights. So the task objective for me was to identify as many relevant news as possible. But going through all of them daily is not only challenging, but it just takes a lot of time. And I'm always worried that I'll potentially miss some of the very important and very, very relevant news, right? So basically in Zapier, let me show you this. So some of the news I read is Google Tech News, CNBC Tech, Financial Times Tech, Wired Business. So basically there's 4 sources of news, right? So what I've created is this automation for each of them, very simple automation. Once something is published on Google Tech News, it creates a new row in my Google Sheet, right? So now I'm going to show you this screen. As you can see here, I've set up this automation that, again, every time some news are published, it creates a new row in my Google Sheet. So as you can see, the source, title, link, so I could read, and then the whole summary. So kind of like now I have an entire overview of all of the news without actually clicking on them in one Google Sheet straight away. And I can read the summary. If that sounds interesting, I click on the link. If not, I ignore it. Really, really simple, right? But then I've done an additional thing that I think could be interesting for you. I've done AI scoring, because I thought, look, not all of the news are interesting, right? Like, so many of them are just pretty much pointless. It's just noise. So I've done my own AI scoring bit. Once some news are added to Google Sheet, send this to ChatGPT essentially. So once it sends it to ChatGPT, I have a prompt on the back end, and as you can see, it's here. In short, you can read the whole prompt if you want to, but I've said, hey, find the most interesting and relevant news for me and basically rate them from 1 to 10. So as you can see, I even gave assessment criteria 8 to 10, 4 to 7, 1 to 3. So I've said literally to OpenAI, to ChatGPT, hey, assess my articles. The reason why I've done that is because basically anything below 7, I'm just going to ignore it really. And anything that is above 7, I'm going to then manually go and select the news that I like the most. So this is why if you go back to my article Google Sheet, you'll see here that I have some of the ratings working already. So as a separate column, column G here, you can see, for example, 8, 6, 9, which is just a great way for me to straight away understand whether something is interesting or not. Of course, sometimes it could be biased, but this is just a very, very simple and straightforward automation on how you not only extract all of the news that exists out there, but then also you automatically filter them. But yeah, this is just a simple example. So every single week, I basically audit some of the things I could automate using some of the Zapier connections or AI agents. Find the things that you can automate in life or in your business and just get going. It's just amazing. That was very, very long call. It was 2 calls. We should probably add one of these, like 5 hours later.
5 hours later.
Something like that. Oh my God. My brain is just exploding. I do need to work more today, but I'm gonna head back home and continue working from there because I honestly feel like I'm just pointless right now. It's just, I don't have any energy. I need at least 1 hour to get some rest, so I'm gonna cycle back home, get some dinner, and then continue. Yeah, honestly not feeling like working literally right now, so I need some rest. Let's go.
On the whole work and productivity topic, here's a quick, advice or something that really works well for me. So I've understood that I'm most productive at different places depending on the type of the work. So for example, at home in my studio, I've understood that I'm really good at 2 things. Doing calls that have been already planned earlier, and second thing, shooting content. For example, the value creator talk or something for the vlog. When I understand something specifically and I need to be in that creative flow to shoot that content that I've already planned earlier. So at home, again, I do best work. I'm most productive doing work that has been already planned earlier. But then at a WeWork, I'm really good at doing all of the operational tasks or doing some of the growth/strategy tasks. I'm just in the flow. All of the people are working as well at a WeWork. There's coffee, food. So I'm in the zone just to do work. And then sometimes when I go to coffee shops, I'm best at, let's call it networking. So I go to LinkedIn, I comment, I talk to people, I message people. So I'm in that very social flow. And I've understood that I need to mix up all of these places to be most productive, because if I do all of those different things in one place, I'm actually not going to be productive. So identify those different places that work for you depending on the type of the work. I think that will really help you.
Getting some food and back to work. Got some new frames for the posters in the studio. Sometimes I just prefer doing all the internal calls with the team outside, in a park or somewhere else, because if I'm going to be on a call with a team anyway, I might just go outside and enjoy a bit of nice weather, if there's nice weather here in London, just walking in the park. And sometimes I actually do calls when I'm cycling, so I put my phone onto the bike and then I just see and listen to what they're doing. Pretty cool. I mean, at least helps me diversify my life a bit. I don't know, workspace. Pretty cool. Test it out too. I'm at the studio now, and I gotta be really honest with you and just say that yesterday I pretty much failed at working on the pet product that I wanted to share with you. But I thought, hey, because it's now Saturday, it would be a good way to finish off this entire weekly vlog
talk through the next week and just share with you some of the things that I'm working on, my whole, I guess, structure and routine. I guess it's good to share that because a lot of you have been asking, hey Vlad, like, how do you work with clients? I work with a couple of businesses too, and it's hard for me to manage all of the projects and products at the same time. So I'll share a bit of that. I think that will be interesting for you. So let me just grab my laptop and we'll get going. Right, let's talk about some of the routine first. Every single week, I try to keep my week very, very structured. Especially lately, I'm trying to focus on 3 things because I have it written out on my whiteboard: marketing, operations, and growth. Now, of course, this is a rough sort of percentage breakdown, but what I'm trying to do lately is 60% of my effort, energy, and time goes into marketing. That includes creating content, talking to people on LinkedIn, email, stuff like that. Just commenting on LinkedIn as well. I enjoy that. I enjoy connecting with people over there and just meeting new people. 20% operations, meaning that I would say roughly I allocate 2 hours per day for operational tasks, meaning I talk to the team, I personally overview some of the products we're building. At the moment, I'm personally managing 3 products. All of the rest, I'm not even doing that. Other team members, project managers are managing that at the moment. And then the other 20% of my time is supposed to go to growth. So, if we take my work week as 50 hours, 30 hours is marketing now, which again includes content creation, networking, talking to people and stuff like that, like everything. 10 hours to 15 hours is operational tasks. And the last one is growth, 10 to 15 hours. So that is in total 50 to 60 hours per week. Now, the question that came up recently is like, because you have so many clients and you have to deal with so many people and, they have urgent questions and stuff like that, how do you manage that? And like, how do you not end up just focusing on operational tasks? And I'll be very honest with you, that was always a very hard one for me because, especially at the very, very beginning when you're doing everything, to be honest with you, there's just no other choice. You just basically keep working on everything until you get the job done. As simple as that. So over time, as we got more product and project managers onto our team, I started delegating a lot of the tasks, obviously. So not everything is on me now. Otherwise, I don't know. There's no many, there's probably not enough hours a week if there was no other managers working. So what I usually do now, obviously if something really urgent comes up, I just do it. As simple as that, during the day, in the evening, or whatever that is. But usually the time slot I have for a specific day for operational tasks, let's say it's 9 to 11, I just really try to stick to that. 9 to 11, I'm done with operational tasks. Again, unless there's something super, super urgent that the team can't do and I have to do it today, I just move, the remaining tasks onto tomorrow. Because again, similar how I was actually planning to talk about the pet product yesterday at WeWork, I failed because there was a couple of calls I had to do and just didn't work out. So that's why the pet product thing is happening today, Saturday. It's as simple as that. But I guess that's the plan. If again, unless there's something super urgent, I just move on, add the remaining tasks to the next day and try to finish it within that time slot next day. That's pretty much it. That's my entire routine. That's how I manage my work. And it works for me, I would say, because I'm way better at being more disciplined by structuring my day properly and not trying to kind of like, spread out all of the tasks throughout the whole day. I'm really bad at that. So I try to do it. Cool, I'm doing this from 9 to 11, done, and then continue tomorrow. That's how I work. I don't know, ask me any questions if you want to know anything. But I think there's a couple of you who are managing clients, working as an agency, as a freelancer. Test it out. Maybe this whole approach will help you too. And that's how my days go. Yeah, that's all I can say. As always, guys, I think it's time to wrap up. It's 6 p.m. here in London, Saturday. I need to enjoy this evening. I'm planning to watch James Bond with my wife. That's the plan. Yeah.
as I keep saying pretty much in every vlog now, if you're watching this in a weekend, get some rest, guys, because I do think relaxing, enjoying life, thinking about life and business is very, very important. But if you're watching this during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, let's keep pushing. Let's keep building cool stuff. Let's keep growing and let's keep supporting each other. Thank you for all of your support. And I really do appreciate you guys for connecting, talking to each other. Hit me up on LinkedIn, Vlad TGR, Instagram, Vlad TGR, or email vlad@tgr.agency. Let's connect. Talk soon. Bye.